Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about Lush Sympathy for the Skin Hand and Body Lotion. And let me just put this right out on the table right now. This is an expensive product. This is $27.95 plus tax at Lush. So that's a lot. To me, that is a lot of money to pay for a hand and body lotion. So I don't feel like this is something that I can buy on a regular basis, but I got some money for Christmas and this was one of the very first things that I wanted to try. I went to the Lush store after I had read about this product on their website, and I said to myself, okay, I want to smell it and I want to swatch it on my skin, because just on paper or on the website after reading about it, I thought it sounded like something that I might really like. So I went into the Lush store, which that's another thing. I wish there were more Lush stores around because I don't have any close by, so I have to kind of plan a trip to go somewhere else. And you know what I'm saying? I don't have one close by, so it's kind of a pain in the neck to go to one because then we have to kind of make a day out of going somewhere. Anyway, um, so I was reading about this product on the website and I said, yeah, that sounds like something I think I might be interested in. So I went and checked it out, I bought it, and I had to do a video about this because I love it. Every winter, I dread winter because my skin gets so dry, and no matter how much I moisturize my body, I always end up with like dry areas that I just can't seem to get moisturized enough until this year. And that's why I had to do a video about this, because this is the first thing that has made a difference in my skin. Alright, so let's start with, you get 8.4 ounces or 240 grams of product in this. By the way, it is vegan, and I like to point that out. I'm not vegan myself, but I know some of you are, so I like to point that out when I'm reviewing a product that is vegan, for those of you who are. So that is what the product looks like. Now when you smell it, the first thing you think of maybe is banana cream pie. There are real organic bananas in this product. And you also, so you smell banana and you smell vanilla. There is organic vanilla pod infusion, fair trade organic vanilla pod infusion, and fresh organic bananas in here. Those are the two first, we'll say, top notes that you notice. Now there are little hints of other things in here that makes it not smell like a straight up banana cream pie. There is sandalwood oil, there is lemon oil, and there's almond oil. Not necessarily in that order, but those are some of the other scents mixed into the banana and vanilla. So it smells like nothing I've ever smelled in my life. It's pretty darn awesome. If you like the smell of banana, vanilla, lemon, almond, and sandalwood, did I say sandalwood twice? No. Sandalwood, lemon, almond, banana, and vanilla. If you like all those scents mixed together, is like heaven. And I thought, well, okay, when I was at the Lush store, I thought to myself, it smells great, but what is this going to feel like on my skin? Because if there's real bananas in here and almond oil and all those things, it's probably going to be sticky. It's not. And let's take a little bit of this. It's creamy, but I don't know, the texture of it is really, really unique for a hand and body cream. So when you put this on your skin, it blends in, it sinks into your skin, and it doesn't like rest on the surface of your skin. It absorbs. It absorbs really well into your skin. This is amazing, you guys. I love this so much, but you know, it is kind of expensive, so I may not always be able to repurchase it because, you know, that's a lot of money for a hand and body lotion. Now, it's super concentrated, so you don't need to use as much as you would for any other products that I've ever used. I use a fraction of the amount. Now, despite that, I've used about half this tub, and I bought this on New Year's Day. So we're at the end of January. We only have a few days left to go for this month, but what I do is every morning after I get out of the shower, I plaster my whole body with this. I shouldn't say plaster because that would indicate that I'm using a lot, but I don't use a lot. I just use a small amount and moisturize my body, you know, all the way from here down. Concentrating on the areas, of course, that are the driest, which would be like my feet, my elbows, my knees. My feet, my elbow, and my knees are the areas that tend to get the driest. And this is the first winter in my whole life that those areas do not have dry patches on them now. So that's pretty impressive. And the only negative thing that I can possibly say about this product, aside from the price, is that you do have to clean up this area right here where the cap screws in, because it does have a tendency to gunk up in that area. So every once in a while, or every time when I take the cap off initially, I try to just run my finger right along all those grooves and remove that excess product, because if you don't do that, when you put the cap back on and screw it back on, it's going to be a big gunky mess. So you do have to clean up the rim every time you open and close it. But this is unbelievably moisturizing, you guys, and is not sticky, absorbs really well into your skin, and the smell is just incredible. If you like all those scents that I mentioned mixed together, is amazing. Kind of reminiscent, like I said, of banana cream pie, but not really, because of adding in the almond, sandalwood, and lemon. So I think that's all I have to say about this. I don't normally do videos about hair care products and skincare products, but because I've been so impressed with the hair care product that I reviewed yesterday and this product for winter, that's why I did this video today, because it's really a standout product. Now, how this is going to perform in the summer, I don't know. I probably won't have it by then, because if I've already used half this tub in a month, then I obviously won't have it in the summer. But for wintertime, this is really awesome and has totally saved my skin this year. So I might switch to something a little bit lighter, I think, in the warm weather. And so that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. But this is fantastic. Oh, and one more thing I want to mention before I let you go is I have very sensitive skin. So my skin doesn't always react that well to products, and I haven't had any issues with this affecting my skin in a negative way at all. So that's it for today, you guys, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.